Mount escapes lesson number 4. As an extension of lesson number 3, it's going to be the same escape, but from a different position. In this lesson, we're going to cover escaping the mount before my opponent has the chance to establish it, this time from when he enters from the side control position. So we're going to start first in the side control. You're going to notice many similarities between this and the previous lesson. Now, starting first, let's do the first one, the other one here. Starting first, I never like to play this position with my leg. I feel it's a little bit too risky because your opponents will do the move that we described in the side control to mount where they thread my legs together and cross them. I don't like this defense. We'll go over that more from our side control bottom series, but since this is more focused on escaping the mount before he has the chance to establish it, we're going to kind of tailor our lesson towards that. So for starters, and this is a little bit unusual, I like to flatten this leg and I turn it. If you could, we could get out of the way for just a second. When I flatten my leg, I also kind of turn my hip. I don't just flatten it like this. I turn my hip a little bit like this so the outside of my knee can be placed on the ground. And if you have that position, your escapes are going to be really good. Now, it goes without saying, come in here please, that you don't want to have this position with your arm. From this position, and if he mounts you from here, this is going to be incredibly difficult to escape. So I need to have this position with my arm. Now, it kind of depends on the escape how far up this leg is. The higher up this leg is, the worse it is for you. So I'm going to sense that he's going to go over to the mounted position. Go ahead, Alex. And right here, what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it on the outside, and I'm going to grab the leg like this. I'm not going to focus my escape on this side over here. That's what a lot of people do. They'll maybe even make the mistake of pushing the knee and expose themselves for an arm lock. But from this position, once I sense he's going for the mount, we're going to transpose into the previous lesson that I showed. So I'm going to grab the leg right here, and then as soon as his knee touches the ground on this side, right now, I'm going to push this in between, and I'm going to hold on to the leg. I hold on to the leg until I secure the half guard position, because if I don't, he has the possibility, if I let go at this point, of swinging the leg all the way over and ending on this side. So you want to hold the leg until you secure the half guard position. So you end in the same position in the previous lesson, half guard on this side. Either you're going to work some sort of sweep from here, or he's going to reset the half guard and come and establish the regular half guard in this position, which you work to get back to the guard within my philosophy, or sweep if the opportunity presents itself. So once again, that move at full speed here. Flatten my leg. Now, this technique can be modified from when he drops the hips. Some people call this the BJ Penn mount. When he drops the hips and he's looking to swing his leg over. The only difference is that I can't see the situation that's unfolding. So he goes ahead and he drops the hips. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to cup his hips like this, and that's just going to be an indication of when his hips start to leave the ground. I make sure that this leg is flat on the ground, ready to come for my escape. Now this one's a little bit dependent on where this leg is once he starts to swing the leg over. If it's really, really low and I don't feel like I can grab the leg, I'm just going to use my elbow underneath his leg to push it into the half guard position. Or if it's available to grab, I'm going to grab the leg and put it. So right here, my hips are here. Now he can't go into the mounted position without lifting his hips. So he's actually going to swing his leg over right along my belt line. Go ahead, Alex. And here. Now I'm not worried until his hips start to come off the ground. Even though he's mounted on this side over here, his leg is touching the ground, I'm not worried. Right as he starts to move his hips, I'm going to transfer here and then escape on this side. So even though I can't see the situation, I'm going to use my hand cupping on his hip to kind of feel what he's doing, because he needs to raise his hips in order to eventually take the mounted position. And as soon as he starts to raise his hips, my hand comes down and stuffs that leg into the half guard position. Here's an alternate angle. and an alternate angle of the other one. So these escapes have served me well in my short jiu-jitsu career. I hope that you can put them to good use. Here, he's allowed a student to get the side control position. And this is one of the sneakiest escapes from the mount. As his opponent attempts to swing his leg over, Hodger's going to flatten his right leg, and with his right arm, he's going to stuff his opponent's left leg into the half guard position. The timing is critical. Observe the timing. Here, his opponent swings over, flatten the leg, and secure the half guard on that side. You end up with an underhook as a result of this, which is primed for sweeping into a superior position.